Hey, Jake. How's it going?
I've watched Godzilla vs. Kong twice.
Watched Bad Trip a couple times, right?
Mm-hmm. Have you seen either of them?
Saw Bad Trip.
Did you see the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk to that.
Yeah. So what's going on here?
People got back to me on the last one where I was like shit-faced drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, do that again. And I was like, no. But they're like, get a little drunk. And I was like, I'll get buzzed. Why not? Plus, people died.
Yeah.
So I'll pour one out for them.
Not on the floor. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm bumming. I'm sad.
Unfortunately,
Prince Philip passed away at the age of 99.
That's why Jake's so messed up.
Which
right
is
now.
a real bummer because, you know, he couldn't speak publicly from saying too much racist shit, which, like, I tweeted. I love my Twitter. My Twitter is my favorite thing. Like, I go there and I post my thoughts, and it's people's choice if they want to see them. That's how I view my Twitter. I posted Prince Philip dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me find it. So Prince Philip fucking dies.
Out.
I'm like, that's a bummer. I said, what a sad loss for the racism community. Man couldn't speak publicly due to the risk he'd say something monstrous. Seriously, though, rip. And my friend commented on it and went, yeah, but come on. And I went, nah. Man was 99. Like, the memes are flying. I've seen 4 Tinder profiles of Queen Elizabeth.
Really?
Oh, the memes are hilarious right now.
I didn't know that. I knew that he looked like a freaking zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things I saw was that he listened to one of those Spotify playlists that was like made to kill him. Did you not see this?
No.
When he got released from the hospital, there was a photo of him, and because of all the flashing cameras, he just looked
bad.
Just really bad.
He looked really, really bad.
And people were like, I bet I could make a Spotify playlist and the music would be so loud it would kill him. So somebody made a Spotify playlist and it went viral, and it was like songs that if you played, Prince Philip would bite dust. And then they made another playlist that was songs that if you played, Prince Philip would be comfortable. And so when he's dead.
Well, right before he died, like hours before he died, like a news article came out that he was furious about the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, whatever thing.
He probably was.
He probably just got so mad he just dropped dead.
But
that is
so
not
he's
why.
Gone.
Yeah, that is not why Jake's.
That's not why I'm sad. So the other God's busy today, man.
God's very
busy today. DMX has died at the age of 50, which is sad. It's very tragic. I love DMX. He passed away today from. Hold on, let me make sure I get it right because I don't want to be like.
From what I read, it was an alleged overdose that led to a heart attack.
Yeah, so he was in the hospital because of a heart attack. How he had the heart attack, they haven't confirmed.
Yeah.
But it is alleged it was an overdose.
Yeah, not confirming or denying any of that.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was. He struggled with addiction his entire career. But he passed away because he was in a coma since April 2nd, and it's now April 9th. So he was in a coma for about a week. And my guess is, because he was on life support, and my guess is they did tests to see if he had brain function.
Yeah, he was fighting for a while from what I read. And then at one point he just...
Yeah, so they probably checked to see brain function because in a situation like that, because apparently he didn't have blood, like he was gone for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't revive him, and then they did. And so when your brain doesn't have blood for about 30 minutes... That's rough.
Yeah.
That's a rough look. It's hard to come back from that. And so he probably didn't have any brain function. And so he was on life support, and the family probably had to make the decision on what to do.
Yeah.
And they took him off life support, and it was reported that within like 2 hours he had complete and total organ failure. Dead. Which sucks because he just brought a lot of energy. There's the video of him at like Woodstock 99.
Yeah, him just bringing.
And it goes around every year, and it's like, wow, he performed in front of half the world, and it's like, not really, but the energy he brings, like he's got the whole crowd moving, and it's awesome.
It's just a sea of people. Like you can't see the end of the audience. And it's just all bumping to him.
It just bums me out. I hope he knew how loved he was in the hip hop community, because the
hip hop community is all
dude. So last night it came out. So a rumor came out last night he had died. I'm laying in bed. My buddy sends a message to our music chat, and he's like, DMX just died. And I'm like, fuck. And I'm so sad. Like, I was like, that's a bummer. And then I got sad. I'm like, wow, I can't sleep. Like, this actually sucks. Couldn't fall asleep. Then I realized, like, I'm doing my research trying to find, like, you know, the news stories.
Any, like, confirmation.
Reading an article.
Yeah.
Nothing. Couldn't find any article. So I'm like, it's not confirmed. And then his manager releases a video saying, hey, he's not dead, but he's not in good shape. So stop saying this. This isn't helping anybody. And I'm like, okay, he's all right. Or as all right as all right can be.
To say he's not all right.
Like, he's not dead. And then this morning, they released the statement being like, he's not doing great, but we're going to see what happens. And then like 4 hours later, I get the notification he died. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, wow, that sucks. But the outpouring of love on Twitter is insane.
Well, that's what I did this morning. Was I woke up, scrolled through, and a meme page was like DMX is dead, and I like panic searched. I was like DMX update and like anything, and nothing was there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so he's not dead. People are just trolling me. He's gonna be okay. He'll be fine.
I didn't think he'd be okay. Like
I just thought maybe he'd be okay for a little longer.
Yeah.
Than 24 hours.
Nah, dude, it sucks. But yeah, he's gone. But the outpouring of love has been great, and also some of the tweets are hilarious. Like somebody tweeted, Dear England, did your Prince write Rough Riders anthem? Exactly. Rest in peace to DMX.
Yeah, I noticed that today. I just noticed all this DMX love, and then I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, Prince Harry died too.
Prince Philip, not Prince Harry. Harry is alive and well.
As forgettable as he is.
It's not that he's forgettable. Yeah. It's just I care more that a 50-year-old rapper who struggled, like his life is tragic, and if people don't know about him, you should look him up. DMX's life is fucking tragic. But for that guy who struggled with addiction, if it's true that an overdose is what caused this, that's even more tragic. So for this legend in hip hop to be taken at the age of 50, which isn't young, but like
not old,
it's too young to die, you know? For him to die the same day as a 99-year-old royal. It might be the American in me. I don't fucking
care that much.
I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't know. He was a military hero.
Yeah, it's like condolences to England, but
yeah, like he fought in World War II, or he served during World War II. He has the medals. Great. I'm sure that his history is also amazing. But the person, like, I know more about DMX right now, and I love DMX. And growing up, my brother showed me DMX. I got really into him. I had no business memorizing DMX in 6th grade, but like here I was.
Yeah, you want to talk about somebody who had influence in not just in pop culture and in society in general. DMX,
dude,
had huge.
He's
influence.
Also in like some good movies. Like DMX has the credit. Like, fun fact about DMX, he's one of 2 rappers to have 2 albums debut at #1 in the same year.
Oh shit!
Here's where I think it gets really cool, and it's a testament to how like good DMX is. Tupac did it. With his 3rd and 4th albums, Me Against the World and All Eyes on Me. DMX did it with his debut and sophomore albums.
Really?
That's dope. Like, that's just really cool. It's
impressive.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's really cool. But yeah, he did it with It's Dark and Hell is Hot and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, which are 2 great albums. I mean, Tupac did it with All Eyes on Me and the Don Killuminati 7-Day Theory.
I mean, just get like... Put Rough Riders on in any situation, and it goes stop.
Dude, his energy in his music is infectious. Like,
I remember I used to ski to Rough Riders. Like, that was my ski song. I'd put it on when I went down the mountain. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking
party up in here. Goes hard. Rough Riders anthem goes hard. Get at me, dog. Great.
X gonna give it to you.
Basically, I will say this: his albums are good. His greatest hits album, though, is amazing. Like, if I were to tell somebody, like, how should I get into DMX? His best of, like, the best of DMX, the album, is a solid greatest hits album. Like, it's actually fucking,
It just has all
A
of his
plus.
gold bars
Dude,
on it.
it's got his best songs, but like not in the way of like, well, it's his greatest hits album. Like, yeah, but they killed it. Like it starts with Where the Hood At.
Which
Hype.
is fantastic.
It's got Get At Me Dog, Rough Riders Anthem, What's My Name, Party Up in Here, X Gonna Give It To You, We Right Here, and How's It Going Down in a 5-song span. 6-song span. Sorry. That's an incredible 6 songs right there. You might black out and kill somebody. Like
the music's just gonna flow through.
Yeah, no, like his greatest hits album is great. But yeah, it's a bummer. I'm more sad than I think I'm letting on with like the energy I'm talking about this at. But yeah, I'm fucking sad about it, man. Because it's just, and it's not even like he was gonna put out a great album again.
Yeah,
it's a legend. Like
he was past his prime, but I mean, you don't want to see a legend fall.
Yeah, like
he hasn't been alive enough, like long enough or done enough to besmirch his legend name. Like there are people that do that.
Yeah.
So he was still as legendary as he was.
Oh yeah, and he's definitely. I mean, his life is rough. Like he's got some. You could make some jokes about DMX and how he handled his life and shit, but it's still sad to see him go. It bums me out. But yeah, I'll say like his first 4 albums are worth checking out. They're all great.
Rest in peace, DMX.
Rest in peace, DMX. Rest in peace, Prince Philip. But rest in peace, DMX.
And in hip hop news though.
In music news, just in
general. On a really good note, Brockhampton's new album came out.
Yeah.
And I listened to it. You listened to it 3 times.
I've been listening to it all day. I've been listening to that and Fearless, Taylor's version, all day long.
Listen to a few minutes of that.
What do you think of Brockhampton?
I think Brockhampton. It was. I don't want to say masterpiece, but it was.
It's not a masterpiece.
It's not a masterpiece.
I'll cut you right there. It's not.
It's not a masterpiece, but it's very well paced.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole thing, it opens with Buzz Cut, which is fantastic, and it just hypes you up for the rest of the album.
Yeah.
And then it kind of brings it down where halfway through, I think it's Windows has a lot of really great ciphers. Lights has a lot of really great ciphers.
Just say verses.
Verses.
They're verses.
Verses. They have a lot of really great.
But you're not wrong.
Rhymes. Yeah.
You're not wrong. The verses are incredible. Like everybody brings their A game. You're not wrong.
And then it kind of like slows down at the end. I mean, Don't Shoot Up the Party, which I think is my favorite fucking song, brings it up a little bit in energy.
Yeah.
And everybody comes together. The beat's fantastic. And then it just slows down at the end to like a really nice kind of conclusion where Bareface has his song with Dear Lord.
I was really happy that they gave Bareface his own song at the end because they did that on all 3 saturations. And then they didn't do it Iridescence or Ginger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like the fans just kick down the door and be like, hey.
Nah, but I don't know about that because both those albums are great. Like they've done really well. I mean, Iridescence peaked at #1. Like people like these albums. But Bareface has always been my favorite. So I'm just really happy that they were like, let's give him another track at the end. Because I love Bareface. And for some reason, his voice just hurts in the best way.
Yeah, and you're like, I want to be buried to that song.
Yeah, I literally was like, bury me to that song.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The whole album, amazing. I thought it was awesome. I think I listened to it. I like finished listening to it. I looked up at Jake and I went, I want it on vinyl. And he's like, it's not on vinyl yet.
Don't worry. When it comes out on vinyl, I'll buy it.
I want it on vinyl so bad.
That was something. Last night, because they're doing like a live show thing tonight where you can watch them perform the album. But you got to pay like $20.
Oh, yes. Whatever. I forget what the website's called.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But they're doing it like that and it's a live show. And I think it's really cool. I'd love to see it. I'm probably not going to watch it. No. I just don't. I'm not that motivated to watch it.
Well, it's like concert tickets. Like price, like it's really pricey.
It's not that it's price. Like I don't want to pay $20 to watch a live stream.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Like just record it, throw it online. I'll watch it, but I don't want to watch a live stream for $20. But
it's pricey to me.
But what was I saying?
Yeah, Brockhampton's new album.
No, but so Kevin Abstract was gonna like give away a ticket on Twitter. He's like, reply to this with this hashtag, I'll give you a ticket. I'm going to pick one of you. I retweet it with the hashtag. I'm like, dude, we've taken a picture together. I have Iridescence on vinyl. I bought 3 different hoodies when Iridescence came out. They only had 3 hoodies. I was like, I got Ginger on vinyl. I got the special edition where my name is in the book. I'm like, fucking please. I ain't even get a like, bro.
Not a single one?
Nothing. So now it's just like, you know, I'm not going to watch it out of spite, really.
Man, they just ghosted you hard. Holy fuck.
No, but it's really good. I do like it a lot, and I think it's really good. I'm probably going to listen to it a couple more times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, right now I like it. I've been listening to Taylor all day.
Yeah.
Hurts so good.
I'm really happy that she just is getting her music back.
Yeah,
really.
Well, gotta make that money.
Yeah, gotta make that money.
And she needs it too.
And fuck her record label. Was it a record label?
It was Big Machine Records,
Yeah.
but then they sold the masters to somebody else. But she apparently talked to them, and they were like, here's what's up. You do what you want to do. We're not gonna step on your toe. Like, basically they made the agreement where she can do what she's doing, and they're not gonna do shit. And so I can imagine the deal that they're doing, because for people that don't know, Taylor Swift's masters got sold for an insane amount of money.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hold on. I want to see, because it was an amazing amount of money. They sold for about $300 million.
For the masters? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so Scooter Braun was the person, he had them.
Mm-hmm.
He was like her manager or something, but only for her albums from Taylor Swift to 1989. Had the masters to all those songs, which sounds like, well, she's put out, you know, Reputation, Lover, Folklore, and then Evermore. So she's still making music. Like, yeah, that's cool, but he still at that point owned all those masters. So anytime any of those songs from all those albums got played, he made the money.
Yeah, not Taylor at all.
So he sold it to a Shamrock Capital, whatever that is, bank, whatever. Taylor announces, I'm going to try to make a deal. I'm going to try to get them back.
Yeah.
The business that has them, basically, they come to this agreement where they're not going to give them back.
Yeah.
But they're also not going to stop her from doing what she's doing, which is essentially, she's just re-recording them.
Yeah,
all those songs.
She's just making them again.
Every album. Like she said, I'm doing all of them. And they were like, cool, no problem. Do it. Which is like super cool. Yeah. Because they're not going to make money. Like at all. No. They paid $300 million.
I mean, Taylor's going to be like, Taylor's fans that know her are going to be like, yeah, I'm listening to these versions. Fuck you.
Well, and then radios, because you don't want to be the radio station that fucked over Taylor Swift.
No.
You flat out do not. She is probably the most powerful woman in music as an artist right now. I would say it's like her and Beyonce.
I was going to say Beyonce.
Like Beyonce and Taylor Swift, if you were to piss them off, it's over.
And if they got together for a powerhouse performance?
It's over. And so she's re-recording all her music and releasing it. And so she just she re-recorded and re-released Fearless. Now I think this is how she's a great businesswoman. She's also recording songs from her vault that she wrote during the eras of these albums. So like she recorded like 6 songs that she wrote when she was writing Fearless.
Yeah.
Throws them on the album.
And those aren't
on the other versions.
Yeah.
So like you can't listen to the original Fearless and hear these songs. You can't listen to the Platinum Edition and hear these songs. These are only on Taylor's version.
Are they good songs?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
one of them I was like, why wasn't this on the original?
Yeah.
Like there were a good couple that I was like, why wasn't this out?
She's also just great at putting out songs.
Yeah. But I think that is an amazing way to get people to be like the casual fan probably is not going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
But then you hear, well, no, dude, there's like 7 songs at the end that are great and you can't, like, you got to buy it.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same price too.
Yeah. And so it's good and they're good.
Why would you buy the other one?
But then for radio stations, you don't want to piss off Taylor Swift. So not like you're going to play those new songs. But also when somebody calls in and is like, hi, I want to hear You Belong With Me. You're going to play the new version.
Yeah, you don't.
They're not going to know the fucking difference. And you don't want to piss Taylor Swift off. So that's tight as fuck. But the thing that I wasn't expecting was since her voice has aged and gotten a little more mature.
Yeah.
Some of the songs that were sad from like a 16-year-old Taylor Swift hit so much harder.
They're even sadder.
From a 31-year-old Taylor Swift. Like, I was chilling at my mom's house.
God, she's 31 now?
think.
Oh my god.
She's definitely. I think she's in her 30s for sure.
Oh, we're getting old.
Yeah, she's 31. Damn, I'm good.
Oh.
Damn, the Swiftie in me is still going. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No, but like I'm chilling at my mom's house and I'm listening to the song, doing yard work, and fucking You're Not Sorry comes on, which is an amazing Taylor Swift song. I stopped doing yard work. Like I just sat there and was like, wow. Which is a testament to one, her songwriting. Because the fact that a fucking, how old was she when it came out? I think she was like 16 when she wrote it, and 18 when it came out. Yeah. The fact that a teenager wrote this song, and then as an adult, she sings it, and it's like, wow, no, that still resonates. It's like, wow, no, she's a great songwriter. But I'm hype as fuck about it because it's good. Like it's not like they're shitty and her voice hasn't aged well. Like they're good. Like some of the songs are better.
Yeah.
And then the new songs are great too.
I just wonder how it is for her because like going back to your old art, like even from like 5 years ago for me, I'm like, ugh, no, that's not me anymore. And I wonder what it feels like for Taylor because she's like, I'm still singing the same songs I wrote when I was 16. It's been fucking 15 years.
See, I think she doesn't hate it.
I don't think she hates it, but I think she feels.
I think she not necessarily is connected with her fan base, but she's aware of her fan base and is aware that most of her fans, like she could put out shit and it could be shit
and still get like
it might not do the numbers.
Yeah. And
her fans might even sit there and go, hey, it's shit. But they're not going to say that she's bad for making it. They're just going to be like, hey, you fucked up. Like, oh, well. Like, she has a fan base that's very...
very loyal.
Loyal and accepting of like, yeah, you fucked up. Shit happens. Like, oops, we all make mistakes.
Yes, we're looking forward to the next one.
Like, she slowly started changing her image into being adult. Like, she swore like 5 times on Evermore. Nobody's mad about that.
No, because she's an adult.
Because she's an adult. But at the same time, like, my 12-year-old's listening to that, bro. Like... you can't be swearing on an album kids are going to listen to. No one gives a fuck. Because at that point, they're sitting there going, did you miss Reputation? She literally sings about sex for 17 songs.
Yeah.
Like, did you miss that? So I think she has a very well-hearted, like a good-hearted fan base. So she's aware of, like, if she goes back and does it and her fans didn't want it, she wouldn't have done it.
Yeah. Exactly. She knows what her fans want. She knows that they'll support her in re-recording everything.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Speak Now is going to hurt like a bitch.
Oh, hell yeah.
I am so not ready because they are not, like, she apparently, somebody, a source close to her, basically was like, yeah, so she wrote something like 100 songs during the Speak Now era.
The girl's a machine.
Dude, she's a songwriter. Like, that doesn't mean 100 good songs, though.
I know, but
it's 100
to crank out 100
to crank out 100 songs. That's impressive. Now, I'm not ready for that because,
like emotionally,
yeah, because Speak Now is my favorite Taylor Swift album by a mile. Love it. It was my first Taylor Swift concert I saw. Love Taylor Swift. Love that concert. It was great. That's gonna hurt like a son of a bitch. Like those songs.
When's it coming out?
I have no idea. They haven't announced it.
Oh, shit.
You know, fucking... If they're as good as the From the Vaults are for Fearless, they're going to hurt so bad. And I'm not ready. Like, I don't want that.
I'm going to come home from work the day it releases.
Dude, I will cry.
I will be like, where's Jake? And they're going to be like, he's in his room.
I'll cry. In my room? Dude, face down in the living room. Yo
couch.
Girl gonna be jamming with me. Like, I'm amped about it because this was also... I was hesitant about this because with re-recordings, they can be hit or miss.
Yeah.
So for it to be as good as it is... gives me a lot of hope for her re-recordings of all the other albums.
It just sets you up for the next album.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool, though.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
2 great albums came out today. 1 re-recorded, 1 new.
Yeah.
It's a good day for music and a bad day for music.
Yeah, it's a great day for new music. It's a sad day for hip-hop. But, you know, the Brockhampton album's great. The Taylor Swift album's great. I I just bought Taylor Swift's new version of Fearless on vinyl.
Just now?
Yeah.
I was about to ask. I was like, is she releasing that on vinyl? It's already out?
Raquel already bought it.
Oh, yeah.
She was telling me this morning, she's like, I already bought it. And I was like, I think I'm going to buy it.
I thought you meant that, like, she just got it today. And I'm like, no, she got
fucking Young Gravy on vinyl, which then Kate was, like, our roommate Kate was like, oh, we're going to blast that tonight. And I was like, no. And you're not going to do it on my record player. You can bust out your own for that one. I don't want Young Gravy touching my shit. I have to clean the needle. So.
What you got, son?
Some stuff happened.
Mm-hmm.
The SAG Awards happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Things that were expected to win won. But something cool happened.
What happened?
All 4 acting awards went to people of color.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, which I just think is really cool. Chadwick Boseman won. Viola Davis won.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Kaluuya won. And then the grandmother from Minari, and I'm only saying that because I don't want to butcher her name.
Mm-hmm.
She won too, which I think is really cool.
That's awesome. And those aren't like pity, like, oh, it's because you're a person of color. It's like they fucking killed it.
No, the SAG Awards are awesome.
They killed it.
Well, a couple years ago when Casey Affleck was winning every award for Manchester by the Sea.
Mm-hmm.
So the SAG Awards are usually used as the precursor to the Oscars because a lot of the movies that win at the SAG Awards win at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Whole award season, Casey Affleck cleaning house.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington won the SAG Award.
Really?
He went up for his speech and literally he's holding it and he's just looking down. He's shaking his head. He's like, kid was going to win. Kid was supposed to win. Don't worry about it, Denzel. You don't got to write a speech. Kid was going to win. and he looks right at Casey Affleck and he went, I won. And it was really funny.
Did Casey Affleck think that was funny?
I'm sure he loved it when he won an Oscar.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm sure he thought he won all other awards. I'm sure he was lighthearted.
Yeah, I'm sure they were all laughing.
Okay, that's fine.
And I mean, what? Denzel Washington has 2 Oscars. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's not like he was really killing. Like, he definitely wasn't dying for the award, but he probably wanted it.
You also know he's one of the funniest people in acting.
Oh, he's so funny when he starts when he's naturally very funny in interviews. But yeah, so that happened. And then in terms of just movie news, Black Adam has officially begun filming.
Yeah.
Finally.
Hell yeah.
Netflix made a deal with Sony. They made a deal for the rights to Sony movies, and it's a multi-year deal, and it starts in 2022 with their movie slate for 2022.
Yeah.
So all the movies that Sony releases will have a small theatrical run and then go to Netflix, including Spider-Man movies.
That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, so like...
Wait, then does that mean... When does that contract start?
2022.
Oh, shit. I was going to say, am I going to watch Venom soon? Because I haven't actually watched it all the way through.
Venom 2 will be on Netflix.
Hell yeah. Well, are they going to put previous ones on there too?
Eventually, probably.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Why do you want to watch Venom?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Don't.
I heard, well, from the clips I've seen, writing, meh. But I read something that actually kind of changed my mind a little about how Eddie Brock is portrayed, which is usually in every single superhero movie, there's a moment where they're like glorious and buff and beautiful and you ogle at them for like 2 minutes. The whole movie, Eddie Brock is sweaty and gross and like tired and he's just like not enjoying anything.
No, it looked like Tom Hardy wasn't having fun.
No, it didn't. I'm like,
but like in a way, in a way that it looks like he was having fun, not having fun.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, that is a cool way to portray somebody that's a superhero.
I didn't see it till after it came out, but I worked with a guy who was like so excited to see it, and he came to work after it had come out, and he wouldn't shut up about it. Mm-hmm. He was like, "It's so good, it's amazing, it's so good," and then he wouldn't stop raving about it until I saw it, because then when I saw it, he was like, "Oh, you watched it?" And I went, "Yeah." And he went, "What'd you think?" And I went, "Yeah." And he immediately picked up on like, "Oh yeah, no, you go to film school." Oops. And I was like, "Yeah, no, that was nothing special."
It was all right.
It's entertaining. There are fun parts. I wish it had been rated R.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
That was really why I didn't want to see it, was because before it came out, it was like, "Oh, it's going to be rated R." And I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah. An R-rated Venom movie, that's going to be great." And then the budget got cut and it got lowered to PG-13. I was like, "Oh shit, shoddy CGI and a rating I don't want, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
It was kind of generic, but I like.
Don't say it was kind of. You ain't seen it, dog. You ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers.
I went to movie clips and I watched 1 through 12 clips of Venom.
You watch all of the clips?
I used to have a thing where if I couldn't sleep at night, I just watch movie clips.
Okay.
If I enjoyed something, I just
yeah.
Thing. Which is how I watched that movie that Tom Hardy's in, that Moonshine movie. I forget what it's called.
Lawless?
Yeah, Lawless.
I love Lawless.
I haven't seen Lawless, but I've seen the clips.
Lawless is good.
Lawless
is an underrated crime movie for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks wonderful. I need to watch it. I'm gonna put it on my giant list of movies that we made the other day that I need to watch.
I haven't actually made the list yet, but I gotta.
I made a personal list for me. I gotta do that.
Let's hear the list. I want to hear it.
Let's see.
I want to hear the list.
What we got?
Because right now I'm looking for a movie to put on once we're done.
We got The Father, Godzilla vs. Kong. We're not watching that again. For your sake.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that this week.
Another Round, The Godfather all the way through because I watched the last half with you. First Cow, Brokeback Mountain, Jackie Brown, From Dusk Till Dawn, Boogie Nights, Time, Blowout, Lawless.
Oh, I don't want to watch any of those.
I gotta finish Boogie Nights at some point because I got halfway through with you.
Yeah, you should finish that.
And then people came in and started talking, and we couldn't finish it.
Yeah, because you're probably gonna have to restart it when you do watch it.
Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember every.
I know, but just because the world of that movie becomes so immersive, it deserves to be watched in one sitting.
Yeah, I will. But yeah, that's my big list of movies.
Yeah, we'll watch those for sure.
And so Sony cut a deal with Netflix. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so that happened, and then Netflix snuck in like a couple trailers for movies this week that I didn't realize were being made, which really pisses me off because one of them is based on a book that I adored growing up.
What book?
It's called Monster by Walter Dean Myers.
That sounds really familiar.
It was I won't say it was a phenomenon, but when it came out, it was put on like reading lists and it was put like in school libraries. It won a bunch of awards for books, like book awards, you know, those.
The awards for books.
Yeah, those awards for books. Now, the book itself is amazing for two reasons. One, the subject matter in terms of being for young adults, rough.
What is it about?
I'll get into that.
Okay.
Because so Walter Dean Myers is a really great author, and he's written a couple books that I think everyone should read. One of them, though, that I think everyone should read, especially with, the world right now.
Yeah.
And just the world in the past 20 years with school shootings.
Yeah.
He wrote a book called, where is it? His bibliography is fucking massive. It's called Shooter.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
And it's about a school shooting.
As I thought.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a school shooting, and it takes place from multiple narratives and a journal and a newspaper and police report. And it's the perspective of the day that a school is shot up from his best friend, I think either his girlfriend or love interest, his own journal, the newspaper articles written about him after the shooting, and the police report of the shooting.
I feel like you've told me about this because
it's an amazing book.
Good. Yeah.
So that's his book, Shooter. So this guy writes like heavy topic books for young people. Like these are made for like 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Tough read. Great read. Great book.
So Monster
is about a young man on trial for murder. He's like 16 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And this matters for the book. At the time that it's going on, this whole trial and everything,
yeah,
he's getting into script writing.
Yeah.
So the whole book is from the perspective of his journal, where he's writing down everything that's happening to him as if it's a script.
Okay.
So like instead of it being like, it was a cold night, the main character is lying in bed nervous. It's like interior cell 1.
Mm-hmm.
Storm outside, like it's written as a script.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
That's interesting.
But it's a heavy topic because it's a young black man on trial for murder. Myers tells the story of Steve Harmon, a teenage boy in juvenile detention and on trial, and is presented as a screenplay of Steve's own imagination and peppered with journal entries, and the book shows how one single decision can change our whole lives. Monster is a multi-award-winning, provocative coming-of-age story that was the first ever Michael L. Prince Awards recipient, an ALA Best Book, a Coretta Scott King Honor Selection, and a National Book Award finalist. It's now a major motion picture. And I did not know it was being made into a movie.
And they released a trailer?
They made the movie and released a trailer. And it looks awesome.
Really?
Oh, it looks so good.
I'm excited.
Well,
I mean, the book was written to be made into a movie, essentially.
Yeah, no, it was one of those, but in that, it was one of those things like oh wow, so the movie was actually made in 2018.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like it was shot in 2018?
Yeah, it premiered at Sundance in 2018.
Oh.
It was announced in April of 2019 that Entertainment Studios had acquired distribution rights to the film. And then in November of 2020, Netflix acquired the distribution rights to the film, and it's now scheduled to be released in May of 2021. That's a production hell.
That's a long time.
This movie was made.
That's 3 years.
But it was made 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That sucks. That sucks. But the cast is also awesome.
What's the cast?
Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
Jeffrey Wright, who, if you don't recognize his name, this guy.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
He's fucking
he was
Hunger Games boy.
Yeah, he was also in Westworld.
In Westworld.
Tim Blake Nelson. Do you know who that is?
No.
Remember the guy in Holes that gets his face slammed in with a shovel?
Yes.
That guy.
Ah.
Nas is in it.
Really?
A$AP Rocky is in it.
Holy shit.
John David Washington is in it.
Yay. I love him.
Yeah. So the cast is good.
Damn. The first half of that cast I was like, whatever. And then the second half I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And it's just, I'm excited for it. I'm excited because it's one of those books that, like, yeah, it should be made into a movie, but the book was so good that it's like, it's got to be a really good movie. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to touch something that's so good and have it not live up to that.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be great. I'm really excited, and it comes out in May.
I mean, if it went through this much production hell and it still looks as good as
well, it's not even the production was hell. It's just the distribution.
Yeah, but
like,
if it still looks as good as it does, like now, even after all that time, that's exciting.
Yeah, no. And
that means it holds up.
And it's just, I'm excited for it. That's coming out.
That's sweet.
And I'm hyped. And yeah, I know you've got video games you want to talk about, so I'll let you rant.
Yeah, Jake and I have been playing some video games lately. We've been playing a lot of video games.
Kyle's been playing more than me.
I've been playing a lot of video games.
We are not the same.
When I lay in bed, I've just been playing Hollow Knight mostly lately.
Yeah, because you have a Switch.
Yeah. I know I'm a little late to the game, but I want to talk about Hollow Knight for a second. Here's my experience with it. First off, I got it on PC first. Don't do that.
I wasn't gonna.
Your hand cramps so much, and I gave up. Then I got on a Switch. Controller, much better. It is so tight, and the world is so beautiful. The characters are so interesting, and it makes me want to keep going back to explore more of it. There's so many hidden areas. There's so many things to collect. The only gripe I have with the whole game is getting around can be a hassle, but it's supposed to be that hard.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Dark Souls thing where it's like, oh shit, I got to get to this area, but I got to get back to the bonfire to get to this area. So it's kind of a challenge in that right. And once that challenge fades away, it's more just like you're trudging along from place to place.
Yeah.
But besides that, enemies are fun. When you get enough like ore to upgrade your nail, you're fuck yeah, you're so excited to like have to hit the enemies one less time so that they die.
Yeah.
And then all I have left is the final boss, and I haven't gotten to it because I'm trying to beat the Coliseum of Fools, which is basically like, hey, you want a really, really, really hard challenge? Here you go. I'm on the final stage, and I've died so many times. I made myself go to bed the other night because I was just laying on the floor face down, defeated. And Raquel's like, you okay? I'm like, I have to go to bed. I have to work in the morning. I can't keep doing this. This game is not fun for me right now. And I just went to bed. But besides that moment, it's so much fun. It's so nice. It still feels fresh. I love it. I love Hollow Knight. Go Hollow Knight. 8 out of 10. Besides that, I've also bought and have been playing, and I haven't gotten all the way through at all, but I bought Spyro, the reignited.
Oh,
trilogy.
I played those months ago.
Yeah, I bought it. It's good. The controls are still like kind of the same. The only thing is like the camera's more touchy than I remember.
Yeah.
And that's really annoying. But besides that, it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
No, those games are great.
It feels nice. Year of the Dragon is actually one of my favorite games. I played it nonstop, and it had this thing where for some reason the disc had a malfunction. Not my system, not the memory card, my disc. And it wouldn't let me save. Ever. So,
Okay.
I had to beat it in one run.
Nice.
I was a kid. There were so many times I'd leave it on all night to get up the next morning and try to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I ever got to the end. Because it's a big game.
Yeah.
Year of the Dragon's a big game. And I'm very excited to finally beat the game. So that's going to be fun. It is a lot of nostalgia for me. And I think it's just been a good time. The controls, They could have fixed the camera controls. They decided not to. Interesting design choice. I don't know why. But it kind of made me dizzy and I had to stop playing the first time. But originality, not there. So like a 7 out of 10.
What? The
Just
Spyro? Those games are great, dude.
No, I mean the remake.
Yeah, they're
the
great,
original's
dude.
fucking
7 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
You're giving the remake a 7 out of 10?
For the remake?
Yeah, 7 out of 10?
They could have fixed issues that
They
were
did,
fixed.
bro. 10 out of 10 all day, dude. I'll fight you on this one.
I also haven't finished it like at all.
10 out of 10 all day.
The camera control fucked me up. Maybe dizzy.
That's on you, bro.
I'm gonna make
That's on you.
I'm gonna make an in-depth
You're weak.
analysis to it.
You're weak.
It's fun. It
You
is
got
fun,
dizzy playing a handheld game.
though. Yeah, which I was like, whoa.
You bitch me. You bitch.
But I've been playing Spyro, Hollow Knight, both great games. Check them out. And the only other thing for video games that I have is, do you know about the Xbox Game Pass?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Xbox.
Yeah, I have Xbox Game Pass and I don't have a fucking TV to use it on.
Well, shit. I didn't know about Xbox Game Pass until today. So
Like at all?
At all. I didn't know what it was because I haven't played Xbox since the 360.
Dude, Game Pass is the shit.
I know. I read about it. Like, this is fucking awesome.
I've been meaning to like hook my Xbox up in the living room just to use it more because I'm still fucking paying for it.
It's only like $10 a month, and you get Xbox Gold Live with like the top tier premium package, and you just get all the games.
Yeah.
All the time, whenever you want.
Yeah,
and
you can download them to your console and play whenever you want.
I'm like, that's amazing. It is rumored that Sony is going to come out with their version of the Game Pass.
They should.
And they'd
probably have better games.
It's been going through hell though. Because their games are better, it costs more. And they're like, right now, this is what they said back in I think 2019. They said right now it would cost so much money that it wouldn't be feasible and we'd lose too much money to even consider it.
Yeah.
Lately though, the director of God of War, like the new God of War, teased, hey, Game Pass for Sony. Gonna be a little bit of an uppercut to the Xbox Game Pass. And I'm like, oh shit, what does this even mean?
Yeah.
Did some research, and if that's true, I'm gonna buy that so fast. Holy shit.
I mean, now I want to hook up my Xbox because I'm looking at all the games they have on it right now, and they've added some good games.
Oh yeah, no, it's only gotten better apparently.
Yeah,
This
for sure.
I used to shit on the Xbox One, but after I read about the Game Pass, I'm like, that's a really good deal.
Xbox One has its flaws, but Game Pass is pretty fucking awesome.
Choice.
But yeah, Game Pass is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you didn't know about it.
I had no clue.
Dude, Game Pass is the shit.
I've just been like a PlayStation bitch my whole life.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
You're missing out, bro.
Minus Xbox 360. I got that. It was a fantastic console.
Yeah.
I love
it. So yeah, what I've been playing is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when that game came out, I had no intention of buying it or playing it most of the reviews were like, it's buggy as shit. My friends that bought it were like, it's buggy as fuck. It aged perfectly. They fixed it with some patches and all that shit, and I love it. I bought it because I was like, I want a fun game with a simple story and a big open world that's a lot of fun. And I bought it, and it's a fun game with a simple story and a big open world that's a lot of fun. Playing as a Viking, I don't think will ever get old.
Yeah?
If you hit somebody, like, so it's medieval times in England. So there's like, you know, they've got the shitty wooden shield. Like, it's a battle scene from Braveheart.
Yeah.
If you hit somebody's shield enough times with your axe, it breaks the shield.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you're raiding a camp and they lock themselves in a gate, you have a battering ram, you can break down the gate.
That's fun.
It's fucking awesome. You chop people's heads off left and right. It is so fun, and the story's not bad either. Like, the story seems really cool. You're just taking over land as a Viking.
Is there like a notable difference in combat between the Vikings and the English, like?
Yes.
Anglo-Saxons?
Dude, and there's different types of fighters. So like the spear dudes have different moves than the sword guys, who have different moves than the big guys. And there are dudes that fight with short swords, and they'll throw dirt in your eye, and it clouds up your whole screen.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's actually like really. I like it a lot. I like it more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, I'm down though. I'm gonna play it, and then I came back like 2 days later, and you're still playing it, and you're like, this game's great.
I'm probably gonna play it after this.
Yeah,
like it's a lot of fun. I like it.
It's one of those games that I've noticed you've liked so much that you're like, I'm gonna do this thing at this time, and then like 25 minutes after that time, you'll be like, I have a little wiggle room.
Yeah, like I've been trying to watch a movie. Nope.
It's also like you've been watching kind of a boring movie.
It's not as boring.
It's not intense or.
It's not even that. It's I have to focus.
Yeah.
Because it's a subtitled movie, so it's not like the best example I have is like Allie came home one night, and I was watching a movie. Mm-hmm. I think it was Chinese.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it was
it was motherfucker.
What?
I just remembered about watching the Chinese movie. I was watching a movie called A Brighter Summer Day, and it's directed by Edward Yang, and it's amazing, and you can find it on the Criterion channel. You can buy the Criterion Collection version. I'm not doing that to plug Criterion Collection. They literally have the exclusive streaming rights on Criterion. Mm-hmm. It's immaculate. It's directed by Edward Yang, who is an amazing Taiwanese director. Worth checking out all of his movies. He has one called Yi Yi that's 3 hours long, and it's just easier to swallow than his 4-hour movie. I wanted to watch A Brighter Summer Day for like a year.
Yeah.
I bought it a year ago. I had never seen it. I watched Yi Yi and was like, that movie's great. Went to buy it. It was out of stock at the time. Bought A Brighter Summer Day because I was like, fuck it. If I can't have that one, I'll buy this one. Yeah. This one's probably just as good. Couldn't find the time to watch it because to put on a 4-hour movie is a task.
Yeah, it's a whole
But then
deal.
to tell people that are coming and going, like if I put on The Irishman, I can have a conversation, look back. They're speaking English.
Yeah.
I can figure out what the fuck is going on. If I put on a 4-hour Taiwanese movie, every time somebody tries to talk to me, I got to pause it. Mm-hmm. So everybody the other day was working.
And you're like...
And I was like, oh, I've got time.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I put it in at 5, it'll be done by 9. I'll be good. My mom called. I had to do something for her. I get home. It's like 5:30. I'm like, okay, whatever. 9:30. I'll be fine. Put it in. My aunt texts me. I was supposed to pick something up from her. She lives like 25 minutes away. I'm like, fuck. I'm on my way. Pause the movie. I'm like 20 minutes in the movie. Pause it. Drive out. Drive back. Now an hour's almost gone by. Mm-hmm. So now it's like 7:30.
Oh shit.
Almost 8 o'clock. I'm like, fuck. I go to start the movie and I message my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, because she had been Snapchatting me at work. I'm like, I'm going to go watch my movie. She thinks I'm upset now.
Yeah.
She's like, is everything okay? And every time I got to respond to the Snapchat, I'm pausing the fucking movie. So I'm like, everything's fine. Play. Bzz. Are you sure? Pause. Yes, I'm trying to watch my movie. Play. Bzz. Pause. Okay, then I'll let you go. Please do. I said bye. I'm trying to watch my movie. Play. Bzz. Well, now you're definitely mad. I was so pissed. I was like, I just want to watch my fucking movie.
See, if I was talking to Raquel and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this, bye, she'd be like, okay, peace, and she'd peace out.
because it was random. Like I didn't tell her I was watching a movie. It was just like she was in the middle of a conversation. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Then I'm like, she's finally like, okay, bye. Play. Like 9 o'clock, people start coming home. I'm only 2 hours into this fucking movie. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the fuck? So I pause the movie and turn it off because I'm like, there's no way with people coming home to keep a fucking Taiwanese movie on and explain to everybody this is what's happening, this is this character, this is that character, this is what's happening, this is that. So I just turn it off. Next morning, I set my alarm for 6. Wake up, finish the movie. Great fucking movie.
Yeah, I came out to go to work and I'm like, you watching the movie? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm finishing the fucking movie.
Okay, I'll see you later.
And so, like, I'm watching Andrei Rublev, which is a Tarkovsky movie, and it's great. I'm like an hour and a half in. It's great. I'm halfway through it, but it's that. It's like, if people are around, I don't want to put on a Russian movie. Because if people want to watch a movie with me, I'll sure. But then it's like, I'd rather put on something that we can all just watch.
Yeah.
Instead of like, we all got to focus. If you look away, it's going to be like, oh, what's happening? Who's that? Like, I'd rather just throw something else on and watch it whenever I can. And then I bought this video game, and now I just.
Well, you're torn between
a good
your brain of just like, I want to watch this really good movie. It's really interesting. And then the animal part of your brain, which is like, I want to swing a fucking axe.
Dude, I want to go sailing down the rivers of England in my Viking boat.
And listen to sea shanties. The sea shanties.
Dude, there's sea shanties.
The back.
There's sea shanties. And if you don't want to listen to sea shanties, they just tell stories.
Which is...
It's tight. Don't? No, it's tight as fuck, bro. It's so cool. It's a great game, and I love it. And yeah, the movies I've been watching are tight. But yeah, I'm probably going to watch like 2 tonight. Probably throw one on the TV and watch one in bed before I go to bed. Because I do that. Like, Allie will fall asleep, and I'll just be like, I'm just going to watch a movie. She'll be like, oh, okay. And then she'll start snoring, and I'll just be like, hell yeah, play.
Movie.
Oh, that was something.
What?
Before we go.
Perfect.
I saw the boys last weekend.
Yeah.
Went to Keene. So I think I have Benjamin Button's disease. Because like on the outside I'm 23, but on the inside I'm pretty sure I'm middle-aged.
Yeah, you're bummed.
Like I'm 60. It's rough. I go to visit my buddies in Keene. First of all, I roll in thinking it's a Thursday. We're all gonna be getting drunk. Not realizing that because of the pandemic, because they're stuck in a college town, and because the campus, like you have to have a wristband to go on campus, and you're only allowed on within certain time frames. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Everybody got a job. Like all my friends got jobs, which is tight. Good for them. They're getting the money right.
Yeah.
I show up forgetting that. No one was around.
Oh, really?
I'm like, this is ass. Everybody gets out of work around the same time, though. So I'm like, oh, hell yeah. We go to the bar. Just 8 dudes at the bar.
That's it?
I'm hitting up all my other friends that are in sororities and stuff. All these girls. I'm like, hey, come to the bar. Me and the dudes are hanging. I'm in town. Just come to the bar with us. We'll have a good time. Mm-hmm. Half of them aren't even in town. I'm like, wow, that's cool. The other half are busy. 3 of them were working and 2 of them were sick. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's leave the bar. We go back to my buddy's house. Just start vibing. Drinking. Listening to sad songs. Vibing. Mm-hmm. Some girls come over that are friends with all my buddies. And they're like, let's go to the bar. I'm like, fuck yeah. Finally. Bar. I had been going to this bar since I was in Keene.
Yeah.
I have never been in the bar till last call. Finally closed out this bar.
Really?
Great experience.
That's awesome.
Great time. Had a great time. Go back to my buddy's house. We're all hanging out, just chilling. Nothing rowdy happened. Like, we didn't pick a fight. Nobody argued with anybody. We were all just having fun. We were telling stories, catching up with each other. It was great. There's like 9 of us in this house. We're chilling. 4 o'clock in the morning rolls around. I haven't been up till 4 in the morning in years. Like, even when I was going to parties my junior and senior year of college, 4 in the morning didn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
Only time it did was when I was high as shit and my heart felt like it was going to explode.
And that's not a good time.
And that's not a good time. And that's why we don't take drugs.
No drugs.
Drugs are bad, okay? It wasn't a great time. I didn't have fun. and I wouldn't do it again. Is that good? Cool.
Okay.
So up till 4 a.m, and then I'm just like, I realized like it hit me like a ton of bricks, and I was like, I'm so fucking tired. I tell my buddies, I'm like, I'm going to bed. Now I'm sleeping on their couch. So they're like, oh shit, Ugan wants to go to bed. No one leaves. No one moves. They're just like, Jake's gonna pass out. And I'm like, I'm not that drunk. I'm not just gonna like, I'm going to bed. Like, it's not happening.
Roll over and it be
so
done.
Everybody's chilling, talking. And then at like 4:30, I'm like, all right, well, no one's gonna get the train rolling. I'm gonna get the train rolling. I put my shoes on and walk to my other friend's house.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you can crash here if you need. Walk in, and they had the fucking LED lights around the whole first floor.
Really?
And I can't sleep with light on. Fun fact. Can't do it. I couldn't find like the switch to turn, like the main switch that turns them all on and off. But I realized they were all plugged into each other. So I walked around at 4:30 in the morning, unplugging each string individually from each other. Got it so one string's on, and then I found the outlet and just yanked. Passed out on the couch, fully clothed, hood on, knocked out. And then at 8 a.m, which is much earlier than I wanted to wake up, my buddy was making a fucking smoothie in the kitchen right off the living room I'm sleeping in. Cooking eggs and bacon, making a smoothie as if I'm not there.
Well, he didn't know you were there.
Well, yeah, so I wake up. And I move, and all of a sudden I hear him and my other buddy Nelson that lives there. They both go, "Oh shit, Jake stayed here." And I look at them both and I go, "Yeah." And then I looked at the one making a smoothie. I'm like, "Yo, can I get a smoothie?" And he went, "Nah, bro, you're visiting today." And he just threw me a bottle of tequila and a shot glass, and I went, "Hell yeah!" And then we were just solidly buzzed for the entire day, and I sobered up and drove home at like 9:30 at night.
Solid visit. Best
time. Like, nothing rowdy happened. Nothing shitty happened. It was just me and the boys chilling. It was exactly what I said it was going to be, and it was great. Loved it. A couple of my friends that graduated with me showed up, and that was tight. One of them, who lives in Keene, was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were going to be in town." And I had heard he works stupid hours.
Yeah.
So I just didn't tell him. And then I see him, and I felt terrible. I was like, okay, next time I visit, I'll let you know. Because I didn't even know he wanted to see me.
Yeah.
And then my other buddy, who I'm not that close with, but I'm friends with his girlfriend, he came to the bar with us, sends a picture of me to his girlfriend, and I get a text from her just being like, "You didn't tell me you were coming into town. The fuck?" And I'm like, "Well, come to the bar." She went, "No, I don't want to." And I was like, "Well, then you wouldn't have seen me anyways." Like, that's how this happens. But yeah, it was a great time. And then, yeah, that's really it. That's all I got. I've been working. I finally got days off, which is tight.
Yeah, you've been chilling.
Yeah, almost got in a fight with a coworker. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on Easter Sunday, the day of our Lord.
Man tries to pick a fight.
No, man picked a fight. Man, my coworker like walked over. I have a coworker that talks shit
all the time.
So much. And it's so annoying because I try to ignore it and I won't respond a lot of the time. And then on Easter Sunday, I don't remember what he said, but he said something. I respond and he walks over and I'm making a plate for a customer.
For customers.
Yeah. And I'm holding the plate and he taps the plate, fucks the whole plate up, breaks one of the eggs on the Benny. And I looked at him like, the fuck? And our boss is chilling in the other room, just chilling with another employee. They were chilling because they had been there till 12:30 in the morning making the food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yo," and I get a server. I'm like, "Can you just go let them know that we're really busy in here? Like, I got a full board. I don't know what I'm doing. Can you just let her know?" Boss comes in and sees that I don't have a full board and I'm killing it. I know exactly what I'm doing. I've got it figured out. I'm figuring it out. I'm working. She goes, why'd you call me in? I'm like, "He's talking like way too much shit and he fucked up a plate." And she went, "Oh, that's not cool." And I was like, "Yeah, and he's not doing shit when you're around. So like, I don't know. Work smarter, not harder." I don't know. And she laughed at that. But yeah, one of my coworkers kept saying, he was like, "You hit the eject button." I was like, "Nah, I hit the Jake needs to do his job and not have somebody fuck with him button."
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, that was my Easter. And then, yeah, that's really it. That's all my week has been. I got drunk with the boys and then I showed up on Easter Sunday ready to work. Or no, I showed up on Saturday ready to work and then Easter Sunday too.
I've just been going to the gym and working.
I've been going to the gym. I've been going to the gym too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
trying
that's
to get
something.
healthy.
Allie kept saying she wants to go to the gym, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And we try to go at night when she gets out of work. But then the other night we're in bed, and she's like, I don't like going to the gym at night. I'm too tired. I'm like, all right, you want to go in the morning? And she's like, well, and I'm like, look, if you don't want to go at night and you're in class and working all day, we can go in the morning. She's like, well, do you want to go in the morning? I'm like, I'm always up early anyways.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go in the morning.
I go in the morning all the time. It's great.
I'm like, let's go in the morning. She's like, okay. Now we go in the morning. And this morning we woke up at 6:30 to go. I was pissed. I did not want to go. And the whole way there, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm just tired. I'm tired. That's it. I walked into the fucking locker room though, and I saw a man with confidence that I could never have. Old white man. Old. Fucking old. And fat. Like, good for him for being at the gym. Butt naked. Sitting on a bench in the locker room.
Butt naked sitting on the bench?
Butt naked on the bench.
Oh, I don't want to sit on those benches anymore.
Well, first of all, yeah, that's on you. I don't sit on the benches.
Yeah,
I walk in with my hoodie. I throw all my shit in a locker.
And then walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butt naked on the bench. I walked in, saw him, and immediately went, whoa, brother. Didn't mean for it to come out. It came out. Literally, I went, whoa, brother. He looks up, knows I'm talking about him. He goes, what? I'm like, nah, I just want that confidence. He goes, what? I went, first of all, you're at the gym. You're getting your body right. That's what's up. Secondly, you're so confident in your body that you're trying to get right that you went, fuck these people. I'm going to sit butt naked in the middle of the locker room. I went, thirdly, you're going to sit butt naked in the middle of the locker room during a pandemic. You don't give a fuck, bro. Everybody else in the locker room is now laughing their ass off. And I'm like, yeah, but yeah, go you. And I was like, didn't need to see that, but go you. Throw all my shit in the locker. Some other random dude goes, yeah, what do we got to do to get a locker? And I walked over and I was on a tear. I made everybody else in the room laugh because I just took the locker in front of him, opened it, and went, yeah, you just put your stuff in it. And walked away. like I literally, and then because I could tell I pissed him off by doing that, during my workout, I went back in the locker room like 3 times and moved my shit. Because I was like, I don't want this dude stealing my shit. Like, yeah. I definitely pissed him off. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, Jim's been fun.
Jim's a good guy. But yeah, Jim's been fun. Otherwise, chilling. Probably going to go play video games. Thanks for watching, everybody. R.I.P. DMX. And yeah, have a good day.
Have a good day. See you later. See you in the next episode.